Hi, this is Anthony from West Coast Custom Concrete, the best in the West. Today's video will be in Huntington Beach, California. It's a part two of the last video I posted with the concrete bench and the fire pit. This is all the flat work and the jacuzzi and everything comes together. You'll see how it comes together. I brought my mini on this. I couldn't get through the side of the house because it was at an angle. So I took the bucket off and I wiggled it back there, and Milton and Javier brought the bucket and back. And thank God we got it back here because there was probably about a 10-wheeler of dirt we took out of this backyard. So I'm just getting it back here now. They're going to be bringing the bucket back here. There's existing drains. They're all in the wrong spot. We got to relocate them. I'm going to grade this down. We ended up taking about a super 10-wheeler of dirt out of here. So we just kept stockpiling in that back corner. And I didn't run the mini back and forth to load the truck. So we were just loading wheelbarrows, and we'd make a ramp on the dumpsters or on the dump truck we used. And Milton and his son was just running them up there. It is what it is. There's no other way really to do it. I don't want to clip the house for that air conditioner. So it's basically faster this way. It's just time consuming. There's nothing you can do. Here's Javier loading Milton up. They ran these things out for a couple days. I thought this low boy was going to get it, but this dirt just kept compounding and compounding. It's unforeseen. I mean, I measured it. I'm pretty good at it, and I was a bobtail off on this thing. This stuff fluffed up about 25% from what I calculated the dirt to be. Plus, there was more dirt than I thought. So that's an extra 5 yards of bobtail we loaded. We were digging the jacuzzi there. Here we are. My bro Dennis showed up with the bobtail. We're gonna load him. We load him all the way to the top. And here we are, Milton's sons relocating the drains. They're all in the wrong spot. We're gonna break it away from the house and away from the wall 2% down to the drain, so there's no way water can go back uphill and towards the house because it used to slope towards the back door. So we just changed all the drains. Javier is grading this out for me. There's the drains here. We got it all set up. This job is going to be a sandblasted diamond groove, 4-foot diamonds on it. It is absolutely stunning. You'll be able to see from the last video to this video the way it all came together. I mean, it's just beautiful. There's the jacuzzi. We just poured the vault in the bottom, and then we're going to put like a step up curb around it and a platform up above, and just encase the concrete in concrete. I mean, the jacuzzi in concrete. We're just encasing it. She wanted it in ground. I tried to get her to do it above ground. She wanted in ground. It's her house, so we built a vault, put it in ground, and you got to have a vault in front of it, an opening. So if the motor goes out or the pump goes out, or there's any problems with the jacuzzi, you have access to the pump or whatever you'll need. You'll see how we did it. There's a vault in front of it where you can have access. And we're going to pour concrete all the way around up there. And it's a step up to get into the jacuzzi. And they're going to make a cover for that vault I put. I'm not sure what they're using. Here I am, brought my 545 Olin as always. Pump this down. This is just easy, basic pump job. But with the pump, you can get the ground. Your objective is to get the concrete on the ground as fast as possible, have it rotted, have it screeded. You got a guy chilling out, bull floating it, and you just hang out and start crawling it. Because this job is completely locked in the back. You can't crawl it. You can't cut the joints. You can cut them from the dirt one way, but then you got to time it and get out there on sliders and cut them the other way to get the diamonds right. It's all blocked in. This is just 150 feet of hose. I'll do the first load in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I got a 3.5 yard cleanup coming behind it. So it's it's 13.5 yards. The jacuzzi area in the vault's going to suck a lot of concrete up. And when I poured the bench in the fire pit, that was 8.5 yards. And I had poured the bottom of the jacuzzi that day too for the vault, but I just didn't show it. I just showed the jacuzzi done in the vault. Here's my bro Chuck. And I'm going to pump this about 4 or 5, 6 inches at a time all the way around the jacuzzi so it doesn't move. So I'm going to pump some here and just keep going in sequence around it, because if you just keep filling up one side, it'll shove it over. and it's set perfect where we want it. So you just got to pump it slow and bleed the concrete down into the hole in the vault from it. Here we are. We're getting started to pump on the flat work here. We left the straps in there. We set the straps for the guy that's going to build the patio cover. It's going to be a big patio cover with a real roof, really nice one. This backyard, you'll see it at the end. I mean, it's plush. There's nobody on YouTube posting this stuff. When you see this at the end, if they are, send their link. Back up what you're saying. I got 5 guys on this just because there's so much joints and there's so much going on, and you can't get it from outside the perimeter. You have to be on it to get it, and you'll see coming up. It's tight, but it's general basic Orange County backyards. I mean, this is the way a lot of them are. There's not a lot of access, and you can't get up on the wall on these ones to cut them. It's just too far across. See, we already got Javier up in that dirt where he's at. That's where a putting green's going. So you're going to get everything and cut as many as you can from as far as you can from that area. They're going to do it here. I'm just pumping this down. We got everyone bowling it around the drains. It's got to have the right fall. We threw a level on it. It's got to be 2% away from the house. And I just got Milton Jr. with me pulling up the steel as I pump it. Pretty tight back there. That's behind the wall. So these guys are knocking this down. I'm having a ball. So you can cut him that way from where he's at to a certain point, to a certain distance, and then the diamonds we're going to cut the other way, horizontal with them. You have to be out there. So you got to keep 2 guys out there waiting for it to set up, and then they can use a 2x4. We've already pre-marked all the diamonds, so they know exactly where they're going. Here's a 3.5 yard cleanup. Here I'm going to pump this down. We got 3.5 left, and we'll have it all on the ground, and you'll see it start shaping up. At the end of the video, I have the putting green, the whole backyard except the patio cover is on the end of the video. You'll really see what it looks like, and the sandblasting, the whole bit. You can use to get exposed aggregate or a sand wash finish. You can use top cast, sugar, Coca-Cola, Rugasol. There's so many different ways. I've used them all. I've poured so much exposed aggregate or sand wash. But with this job, it's gated community. I don't want to get any sludge or cream in the drains and it comes out to the street. It would have been a big problem. So I just opted to sandblast it 2, 3 days later. And I just cleaned the sand up. It was way easier. There's the diamonds there, the 4-foot diamonds. I think it looks so awesome. Really good look. And we maximized this yard. She let me design the whole thing, the bench, the fire pit, the jacuzzi and ground where I was gonna put it. And I maximize it where you go back there. It's really nice. It's subtle. It's not so much going on. I was gonna stamp it and antique it and all this stuff, and then I ended up simplifying it. I think as you can see, it looks way better. And here's my buddy Sean. He came in on. I poured that on a Saturday. I think he came in on a Monday or Tuesday to sandblast it. And then the end of the video that I came back and did it was about a week and a half after we were done. So you'll see what it looks like, almost 2 weeks old. It bleached out and cured probably in 4 days. It was completely bleached out with straight cement. This guy's been sandblasting for 25 years. If I ever do sandblast it or I don't want to sugar wash it, there's aggregate. There's a look right there. I mean, you're not getting a better look than that. And this is the best in the West again. That's the whole finished product. There's the bench. Here I am going over things. That's it right there. Thank you for watching the most diverse concrete company on YouTube.